Hello you guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Bree and in today's video I will be calculating my April net worth. So April was a very interesting month in the market. It was very weird, especially coming from how we ended March. I don't know if you guys remember, but in March my net worth went down by a lot. And I was very conservative in my goals for the month of April, and I set it up to be 470,000. Yeah, 470,000, because I ended March with a net worth of 463,000. So I was very conservative in terms of net worth for the month of April, but that's not what happened. So you will see. Okay, now let's grab, first of all, before I start, let's just go really quick over how our monthly budget went. We actually came on a budget. We had planned $8,201 and a penny, and we spent $8,185.11. We stayed on the budget by 8201 minus 8185.11, $16. So not a lot, but still decent, especially with the price of gas going up. We did really good. Okay, so let's start. I'm going to start with my expense tracker. Let me get my sheets out, and we can start. Okay, then let's flip it back to April, and so our net income in April was $13,129.93. Our monthly expenses was $8,185.11, which means that we spent $62% of our net income. And then sinking funds was see, this is what I always, every month I get confused. Do I include my emergency fund in my sinking funds, or that is separate? Let me go look at how I did it for March. Okay, so in March, okay, March was not a good example. Let's look at February. Okay, I include the emergency funds as part of the sinking funds. So that will be $3,060 in April. 21%. And then savings challenges was $1,884.81. $1,884.81 divided by 13,129.93 14%. Maybe I should do 15. What? This is 23%. Yeah, 23%. There we go. Okay. Okay, 15%. Alright, so that is my expense and savings rate tracker. We spent 62%, and then 23% went towards our sinking funds, and we saved 15% of our net income. So, perfect. Okay, so we are done with my expense and savings rate tracker. Let me put this back here. And then we can start on my net worth. Okay, so I'm going to bring my Excel spreadsheet that I use to track my net worth. For the month of April, all right. My emergency funds was 66,830 and 62 cents. 66,830 and 62 cents in emergency funds. And then my HSA cash is 2,000. My HSA investment HSA investment, hold on, let me check in my account. Okay, so my HSA investment was 20,656 and 36 cents. 20,656 and 36 cents. And then my Fidelity brokerage was 6,464 and 89 cents. And then my rollover IRA was 173, 352 and 74 cents. My Roth IRA was 10,627 and 39 cents. 10,627 cents. And then my solo 401k was 65,965 and 69 cents. 65,965 and 69 cents. My work 401k is 88,925 and 33 cents. 88,925 and 33 cents. And then my rental investment 170, and the loan on that is 98,840 and 85 cents, which gives me an equity of $71,159 and 15 cents. Now let's add all this to get to my net worth for the month of April. So 68,830.62 plus 2,000 plus 26,56.36 plus 64,64.89 plus 173,352.74 plus 10,627.39 cents plus 65,965.69 plus 88,925 and 33 cents plus 170. We have a total asset of 604,823 and 2 cents minus 98,840 and 85 cents. That is a whopping net worth of 505,982 and 17 cents. Let's make sure the math is correct. Deal. Perfect. So I started this journey in December 2021, and when I started I only had 41,000 to my name, and it took me 4.5 years to go from 41,000 to $500,000 in terms of net worth. And this has been one of the most amazing journey that I've been on, and it's all about consistency. It's all about, keep investing, savings, budget, and watch your spending. I am so happy. I did not think I was gonna make it to 500 at all, looking at how March went. And April has just been amazing. My goal was to get to 500 by end of June for my birthday. My birthday is in June, and I am so happy that I actually got to it like 2 months earlier. And it's incredible. It's really incredible, looking at how I started back in December 2021, and the market has just been on the run since. The stock market has just been on the run since then. And I am really excited to see what the next 4.5 years will bring. Next will be $1 million. We'll see how fast I can get to $1 million. But I just need to keep, to remain consistent. Do not freak out if the market takes a stumble or crashes. just trust the process. Really trust the process. So okay, so that is it for my monthly net worth calculation. We are going to do my what are we doing next? We are doing my contribution tracker next, which is this, and it's going to be the same. 1,760 in 401k, 352 in company match, 300 in HSA. Total is going to be 2,412, I believe. So this is what I put into the market this weekend. This month. I only invested $2,412 in. You know what I need to do sometimes, because I do have my. You know what? No, I'm not gonna. No, never mind. Never mind. So yeah, so I invested 2,412 in the month of April. That's my contribution tracker. And next we are going to do my net worth tracker. So net worth tracker, we have 604,823.02 in asset, and we have 98,840.85 in liability, for a total net worth of 505,982.17. As you can see, the difference between March and April. Literally, the market went up by, my investment went up by 39,543.04, and I only invested 2,412. So it has been, April was a wild month. Yeah, April was wild. Okay, so that brings me to my next, which is, wait, where did it go? Contribution and gain tracker. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. Contribution and gain tracker. Okay, so I've only contributed 2,412 only. It's a lot, but compared to the gain, it's pretty insane. And then the gain, actually I need to do the sum first. So not the sum, the delta. So it's 505,982.17 minus 463, 439.13. Whoa. Okay, let's redo this. 505,982.17 minus 463, 439.13. Yeah, 42,000. This is insane. 42,543.04 minus my contribution of 2,412. I had a market gain of 40,131.04, which it's insane. So I don't even know what to say. So if I actually divide this by the end balance of last month, this is 8.66%. This is almost 9%. Yeah. This is what I mean when I say that sometimes I feel that the market is being manipulated. But Okay, so far this year I have a market appreciation of 35,758 and 17 cents, but altogether I have $73,740 and 52 cents is how much my net worth has gone up by since the beginning of the year, which is insane. This is not even, this is more than half of how much I make in a year. And that is, I don't even know what to say at this point, so I'll just take it and move on. But yeah, it's amazing. I'm just gonna count my blessing, and yeah, I'm really happy. April, like I said, April was a wild month. But yeah, so now let's do my monthly goal recap for the month of April. So my goal of a net worth of 470,000, that was my goal. Net worth of 470,000. Did better than expected. Did better than expected. My investment went up to 505. Is it 505? 505,982. Yeah, which is huge. I'm really excited and also very grateful. Okay, so spending rate, we did spend less. Spending rate, so spending rate, I did not print that paper, but I have it here. Just want to save a couple of trees. But so spending rate, we actually spend almost 4% more than we did last year. So last year we spent, our monthly spending was 7,880 and 59 cents, and this year we spent 8,185 and 11 cents, which mostly is due to gas price. So for example, in gas, last year we spent $348.01, and then this year we spent almost $600 in gas. So it went up by like 65%, which is a lot. So spending rate did go up. But was very manageable. Manageable, controlled, very controlled, output controlled. So recap. In April 2025, our monthly spending was 7,880 and 59 cents. This year we spent $8,185 and 11 cents. An increase of 3.86%. which isn't so bad. Yeah, it's not so bad. I don't know what the inflation rate is, but I bet you that our increase is less than inflation. This is just the nerd in me talking about number, and I can bore people. Actually, you know what? I want to know inflation rate in April. April 2026 inflation rate. It was 3.26. So we went, ugh. So, yeah, we actually spent more than inflation. I don't know if that's good or bad. That's not good. So, according to Google, data indicates the annual inflation rate for April 2026 is elevated compared to April 2025, driven by surging energy and transportation costs. Yeah, I know my bills, my energy bills and my gas is higher. So, reports suggest wage growth. Okay, I don't really care about wages, but yeah, interesting. Exactly. Energy, because gas, as you can tell, we spend more. Our energy is also higher this year compared to last year. So, what are you gonna do? Nothing. You have to pay bill. You have to stay warm. You have to pay light. So, utility costs and gas will go up. Okay, so savings, we did save, but our savings is not due to spending less, it's more due to making more money this year than we did last year. So savings last year, in April 2025, we saved, how much did we save last year? We saved 3,165 and 57 cents, and in April 2026 we were able to save 4,944 cents. 4,944 and 81 cents. Yeah. Okay, and then the last goal is conscious spending plan. Okay, so the goals were to continue practicing a conscious spending mindset with value-added purchases and no impulse shopping. Well, the no impulse shopping, that didn't happen. I did do an impulse shopping. I had a couple of impulse shopping, and I also bought lunch a couple times at work. So we failed at impulse shopping. And I bought lunch at work a couple times. I bought lunch at work. Yeah, I think it was a couple times. Maybe a few times. I should put a few times. Okay. So closing thoughts. April was definitely a wild month on the stock market. And I'm very happy to have crossed the half million mark in my journey. Is it in my journey or on my journey? In my journey. Oh my god. Of financial independence. Yeah. And my fire number, so this puts me at 20. Wait, I cannot do math. My fire number, I think, is 33%. 33%. Yeah. So my fire number is 1.5 million, and I'm at 33% of that mark. If it's taking me 4.5 years, the second half mil shouldn't be 4.5. Well, I don't know. Let's say 5 years. So in about 10 years, I can get to my fire number of 1.5 mil. So that will put me at like 55-ish. And so yeah, I'm on track of making my fire number by the age of 55 before I get to retire. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. So that is it for my April net worth and goal recap. This is kind of slightly a long video. I apologize for that. But yeah, it was very, like I said, very wild month on the stock market. I'm gonna go back and see, because I think I have been tracking my gain. No, actually, I have not been tracking my gains. I only started tracking my gains this year, which is unfortunate, because I want to see if this is probably the month where I had the highest growth in my investment in my portfolio. I'm pretty sure it is, because $40,000 in growth, this is amazing. But yeah, also very exciting. Just means I'm getting closer and closer to my goals. And yeah. But yeah, I think I'm just going to stop rambling right here. And thank you so, if you stay the entire 35 minutes also, thank you so much. Thanks again for always taking the time out of your day to hang out with me. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And let me know if you guys have any question. Don't forget to leave a comment below, subscribe if you like what you see on my channel. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye, and happy savings.